Morning. Thank you for the opportunity. This is tough. I think our capital is now allocated. I love Antioquia, and I'm getting married in Casablanca later this year, and Grenada looks beautiful. At the same time, we have always focused on very tight kind of investment thesis. We're a single family office based in New York. We've been active in Cartagena in the Old City for over 20 years. We have a representative office here run by Natalie in front of me here, and we basically focus on brownfield investments, repurposing existing assets that are culturally and historically important. We've done so not only here in Colombia, but also in the Czech Republic, in Prague, south of France, New York State, Pennsylvania, etc. I'd like to talk to you about a project that's about 7 or 8 minutes from here in the Old City. The Old City has 3 major areas, San Diego, Centro, and Getsemani. Getsemani is, I think our friend Javier Pimienta from the Four Seasons Project would agree, is kind of the up-and-coming kind of Soho, Tribeca part of the Old City of Cartagena, and we're about 120 yards from the Four Seasons. We're the second largest entitled, licensed space for building that's left in the Old City of Cartagena. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, very hard to duplicate. We've been assembling this for about 12, 13 years now, and our family office has put in over $12 million already into the site acquisition, entitlements, and some work. Project description's about 150,000 square feet of built area, about 175,000 square feet total, including outdoor spaces like outdoor pools and outdoor entertainment venues. We have over 10 food and beverage spaces, including an iconic nightclub and bars, many of which are already open. We've opened phase 1. If you don't have any plans tonight, go to the hottest part of the city, and the hottest clubs in the city are on our property already, 7 times, and others on Calle Medeluna. Go enjoy. We have 102 keys on offer. We're about 20% through the build after completing phase 1. Many of the rooms are suites, even we have 1 and 2 bedrooms, 420 square feet per key, which will put us kind of at number 2, number 3 in terms of space in the luxe category in Cartagena. This is very kind of fresh off the presses. We're very happy to be partnered with Accor, and specifically the ultra-luxury area of Accor of Ennismore, thanks to Phil and Joe and Guilherme and Luis and others on the team, some of whom are here. We have recently decided we were going to be an SLS. We've decided to partner with Accor and Ennismore to be a Maison Delano. This is a new, exciting brand, kind of right at the top of the pyramid in terms of ultra-luxury experience, based in the Delano in Miami that many of you may know. The Maison Delano just opened a few weeks ago in Paris, running extraordinary ADRs and occupancy already. And this is an asset, an operating asset we think is very appropriate for Cartagena, given its desire to be chic and recognizable, but very indigenous to its location. And we're in a 17th century convent that started to be built in the early 17th century, bought it directly from the Franciscan order, and then assembled properties around it. So it's the place itself is a work of art. We're partnered with the top colonial restoration architect, many would argue in the world, done projects all over the world, based here in Cartagena, Alvaro Barrera, who's done many of the projects that you know about in this city, including the Santa Clara and the Cerezuela project, etc. Our wonderful designers, some of whom are here, Marisabel and Juan Pedro. Marisabel Gomez from Arquitectura Interiores, done wonderful work for decades in luxury and luxury lifestyle in the Caribbean basin. Very excited to be working with them. We are, by the way, I should say from a GC perspective, we're working with Civilco at the moment. We went through phase 1 already. It's the top builder here on the coast of Colombia. We will probably open that up to bid for phase 2. We've already completed the colonial restoration, which is in orange. We are now financing to complete the new build, and I'll get to some of the numbers in a moment. But again, the entire perimeter of this is already open. You can get there. If most of you, I imagine, are staying in the Old City, I would encourage you to come and enjoy some of our venues that are already open. We really focus on zones and experiences in all the assets we've done over the last 20 plus years. We believe a hospitality experience. We focus on leisure in very culturally important destinations is all about the experience and less just the room. So we want to have a hotel where you can have a wedding going on, have our heads in beds, and folks enjoying our nightlife until 3 in the morning in different parts of the hotel. Everybody served, everybody prioritized. Cartagena needs a 360-degree rooftop pool where you can actually see the whole city. We're going to be the first, and I think ultimately the only one given that what the assets look like. Maria Isabel, please close your eyes, because these are mock-ups we did internally. They're not to your quality, but you get a sense of kind of where we're going, or not, as we go into the important aspects of phase 2. We focus on the food and beverage programming first in terms of design, so we're now doing room design work. We have 17th century cisterns on the project. They make for incredible space for treatment rooms and spas, et cetera. By the way, we're doing a walkthrough of the property tomorrow morning, I think at 10:30 a.m. for anybody that's interested to go. Quickly on the numbers before we complete here. These are a little bit out of date. We're going to be running about $430,000 per key. We've already invested $12 million in the project. We have $10 million that's come in through MES and Senior. We are now out there financing about $20 million to complete the new tower, where about 80% of the rooms are. Plus, we want to take out our existing creditors, so probably a $30 to $35 million raise is what we're looking at. We are not fiduciaries. We do not manage other people's money. We're lead investors. We are at the bottom of the stack. First check written, $5 to $15 million. Here, it's been right in that range, about $12 million, and we go for co-investors and creditors as we're a single-family office. So just quickly, hard to read up on the screen. I want to emphasize our assumptions are always really conservative, because of running our own money, we have to be very careful. IRRs are in the high 20s, even with extremely conservative RevPAR assumptions. We're talking about stabilized RevPAR of the upper 200s. If the Four Seasons comes out anywhere near the RevPARs that they hope to, we could easily be $100 more, $150 more. Some of the comps, no offense to anybody in the room, the point is, you've heard already from Patricia, Cartagena is a booming market. Occupancy is high. ADRs are rising more than anywhere else in the region. Happy to discuss. Thanks for the opportunity.